this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a single-walled carbon nanotube segment and the rolling configuration animation using AutoDesk Inventor Professional, and then convert the video file to a GIF. So I'm going to start with the base molecule. You'll see why I'm doing this as I go. I'm going to choose this plane to work on. Start with the carbon atom. These dimensions are arbitrary, but be consistent. This center is the position of the sphere that makes that arc, so I want to make sure it's the same as the opposing. Good. I'm going to draw a line here because I'm going to be revolving this. Good. I'm going to hit revolve, select regions I want to. Went on my other screen, so now I'm going to select the axis I want to revolve on. Perfect. I'm going to choose a color. Save it. I'm going to just label it part 1, which is fine. So now we can make an assembly. So, new. I have 2 monitors, so it keeps on showing up on my first monitor. I am going to choose standard IAM, create. Takes a little bit because my computer is overwhelmed. I'm going to close this part because I already saved it. I'm going to place this guy in here. I want to ground it at origin, so I'm going to right click, place grounded at origin. Alright, good. So now a quick way to do this is to do a pattern. But actually, before I make a pattern, I am going to use a user-defined coordinate system. So you can, if you don't know where your dimensions are, you can rotate the view, but I know what they are. So I'm going to put 0 here. Right, and you have to right click on it and press finish. So now I can go to pattern, and I want to select the component I want. I'm going to do a circle pattern, and press the axes I want to rotate on. I want to do 60-degree rotation, and I want 6 of them. Okay, and done. So now I have my cyclohexane, and I will save it. Assembly 1 is fine. Now we are ready to make the row of cyclohexane molecules. I'm going to place assembly 1 into assembly 2. click again to ground it to origin. Now I need to add a single bond sticking out here. And you'll see, so I'm going to place again. I'm going to place that part 1 that we made previously. Put it here. Enter. And I'm going to constrain it. Inside. I want to put a second constraint. Good. We're good. So now I could save that and put it to another assembly, but I don't want to do that, so I'm going to do a pattern and hit this assembly 1, control in part 1. I'm going to do a linear pattern and I'm going to select a direction, and it doesn't matter which way I go, but I will go that in the positive direction of my user-defined coordinate system. I believe this needs to be perfect. Now I'm doing a segment of carbon nanotube because they're very, very long, but I'm only going to do a segment, so I'm going to do 10 of them, and I don't want to overwhelm my computer. Alright, okay, and I can save. So now I need to make the graphene sheet. So I'm going to place the assembly 2 that we just made into assembly 3, right click, ground at origin. Alright, and I want to put 6 of them total. I need to keep track of them so it makes my life easier later. And hit escape. So I'm going to view it in this direction, and I need to constrain them. So this is my graphene sheet I have here, and I'm going to save it. I want to do a couple of quick modifications to the graphene sheet before we make the animation. So first, I'm going to open the row that we made of cyclohexanes as assembly 2, open. And the quickest fix here, it's not critical for actual making this structure, we're going to remove just this single bond here at the end. I believe that is element 1. And I just shut off the visibility so I can save that, close it. So now you no longer see this in the assembly. And I also want to get rid of these user-defined coordinate systems. And rather than do it for each one in this assembly, I can go back to the initial assembly and remove the visibility from there. Save. And it updates here. Save. Alright, so now we're ready to make the animation, so I'm going to go File, New, and I want to do the standard IPN for the presentation mode, Create. I can close this assembly 3, but before it allows me to do that, I need to open the assembly 3. I'm closing that now. So I can begin tweaking it. So before I do that, I want to expand these, and you can see which assembly is which. So I'm going to start with assembly 6. So tweak components, I want to do assembly 6. I want to rotate. I need to rotate on a local level, and I want to do this guy, but I'm going to rotate the structure a little bit. I need to do 60 degrees, and I'll make it last 2 seconds is good. We'll do 1 second. 1.5. Now I need to continue the tweaks. Press assembly 6 and control assembly 5. Rotate local. So it's basically done. Before I even run it, I want to hide the trails, and we can play it. Again, this is just a representation of the conformations of single-walled carbon nanotubes, as carbon atoms do not fuse together as it appears in this animation, but we think of the different arrangement of the carbon atoms according to their role and configuration. Alright, to export video, you use this button to press video, and you can define the different user controls, but first you can rotate your part in different directions. I want it in this configuration, press escape, and then you can also control the window, so you want maximum of your part showing, and then I can go to video, and I want to select the highest resolution. I can change the folder, but and I'm putting it on my desktop. Alright, and that's fine. So after this, I'll then show you how to convert it from a WMV to a GIF. Alright, so the video has been written. You can play it and show you the good quality and the perfect window size, in my opinion. So there it is. I'm going to close that, and I can open up my terminal. I'm going to change directory to my desktop because that is the location of the file. And we're going to type ffmpeg.exe. I can show you how to download this in a future tutorial. Type -T7, and I want to change storyboard1.wmv, which is the video we exported. That's what is the file name, because I didn't change it, to a GIF, and I'll change the name of the GIF to SWCNT.gif. Make sure everything's spelled correctly, and I will hit enter, and it's successfully processing. So now I can go open up that folder, refresh, and we see it there. It will open up on my other screen over here, and perfect. So we made the entire structure, made an animation, converted it from the WMV file to a GIF.